Hey, what's up guys? It's your boy the Fice back at it with another video. But before we get this started, if it's your first time here, definitely be sure to hit that subscribe button, leave a like, leave a comment, let me know what you guys think. Come join us on Discord, it's the best community ever. Come follow us on Twitch, that's where we also stream live besides YouTube. And also guys, we don't have YouTube monetization, so if you want to support the channel, check out the YouTube description below. We have a Patreon link, but we also have merchandise. We have coffee mugs and t-shirts. We got more stuff on the way, but let's get into this content. Guys, I've been playing this game, just to give you a quick idea, I've been watching the show Vikings, and because of it, it kind of made me want to play this Helhiem game, because we've been playing Raid Shadow Legends, but I've been playing Vikings War of Clans. It's an absolutely amazing game, guys. I'm having a lot of fun with it, but I'll be honest and say that right up front, this isn't a free-to-play per se type of game. So it's one of those things where unless you're super patient, you're gonna have to shell out some cash. But I wanted to do a guide for the people that do actually play this game, and I was just kind of having a little fun with it, just kind of killing time or whatever whenever I couldn't do anything. And I actually built a pretty decent town like in the past 2 weeks or whatever. Our influence is basically over 7 billion, and we're continuously growing and getting stronger, and obviously we get a lot of resources now. I'm going to be doing a lot of guides if a lot of people do like this, but I wanted to do one on this Helheim aspect of the game, which is actually, if there's a free-to-play aspect in this game, I think the Helheim area is basically where it is. So I wanted to do a guide to kind of discuss some of the stuff here on what you have to do. Eventually, you lock that area out when you get high enough into your town and building it and all that stuff. So then you're able to do basically you can dungeon crawl in this game. But there is a little bit of complexity in here in this game, especially in this specific section, and there are perks out of doing it. So I wanted to kind of go through all of it. So the first thing that we're going to talk about is kind of the buildings here. There are 3 particular buildings. The bottom right one is the store. It refreshes every 2 hours or so, or at least that's how I always see it. You can use these coffers. I haven't used the coffers. I just wait every 2 hours every time I go in, and you get 1 free material every time. So what I would suggest, guys, is in the beginning phase, do not use any of your mark of resolves, which are in the top right. Those are the resources you use to actually dungeon crawl, and you can get some of these resources after the fact just by dungeon crawling and getting experience. So I would highly suggest not doing that. So sorry, I'm gonna have to turn something off really quick. Forgive me. And essentially, like I said, don't use your resources, especially early on in this area. So I just wanted to kind of discuss this little store. And also, every time you level up from dungeon crawling, which I mean by that is essentially there are different floors, and when you get all the stars for them, you get a perk from that, and also the buildings level up as well. So like some of the perks that you'll get are going to be these, which we'll discuss in a bit. And that's why you see 4 for me on all these buildings, is because the highest we've gone up to was the 4th floor. So that's the store right there. Only use the free stuff. Don't really purchase anything with mark of resolve. Save those for the grind, and we'll keep moving forward. The next one is this the Helheim Forge. Now this is where you are gonna get your equipment. This is a section that you're going to have to be super important when you're leveling and you're grinding through the dungeons, because as soon as your character hits a certain level where you can equip an item, you're going to want to do it, guys. You're going to want to do it so you can get the 3 stars for each of those levels, so you don't have to grind painfully and keep losing mark of resolves. So a perfect example is this horn helmet is level 1, so as soon as you start, you're able to craft it and equip it. And by dungeon crawling, you'll be able to get some of these items to actually craft them. They're going to be super cheap in the beginning, but they get expensive later on. So, and to switch the equipment, it's going to be tabs on the bottom here. It's a little weird because it's so different for each window on how they set this up, but specifically for Helheim Forge, it's this bottom area right here. So right now we're looking at helmets. when I hit level 10, if I do have the gear for it, I definitely am going to try to equip it. Now, I'll talk about these materials in a bit, but I obviously don't have the equipment for this because these are in later nodes. So that would be a time where I would possibly want to buy something from the store, or I just keep leveling and grinding till I get powerful enough with just talent points to grind this so I could get it normally, which I would which is what I'm gonna most likely do, guys. I'm gonna keep grinding till I get strong enough, and then I get to the next level to actually get the sunset maples. But level 10 would be the next time I would try to check to see, oh, can I equip something? Or same thing here. Here's another level 10, and then 23 would be the next one. So now if we would go to the armor. Level 3 was the level that I needed to hit in order to equip this. And then the next time I need to focus for chest is 14. Same thing with weapons, guys. You can actually equip 2 weapons on your character, which is basically, you know, you could go the shield, you could go the axe, or you can do the other ones that they had available there. So if we go, there's, what is it called? Besides those, there's this bulwark, which... it looks like a shield. I mean, I think it's a shield. Bulwark usually means defensive stuff. So yeah. But yeah, you can equip 2 things here, and it kind of tells you, like, this is for the right hand, this is for the left hand, and so on and so forth. And then based on what level is the thing that you can equip. So the bulwark you can equip on level 1 right off the bat. So trying to grind the materials for that and getting it ASAP is a thing you're going to want to do. So that's definitely something to keep in mind here. And that's kind of how I do this when I'm looking at the forge. Every time I level up, I go back here and I look at all the aspects and I see what I can put next on my character. And then same thing with boots. Boots is like 2, and then the next time I could actually do something is 12. So it's going to be 3 levels from now that I can actually do something. So that's the second building here, the Helheim Forge. We already discussed the Helheim store. The next one is the Building Champion's Abode. But the thing is, like, you can even click your portrait and you can get to it. Now, this is where every time you level up, guys, there's going to be like an arrow or something that eventually you'll hit. You're going to be able to put character development points on your characters. The way I personally do it when I level it up, I try to level it up consistently based on how it is on the baseline. I did actually add recently a little more agility because as I went in the later nodes, I felt they were dodging a lot. And it was kind of something where I was like, you know what, I need to address this a little bit. But for the most part, when I was starting out, if I got, let's say, 4, 8, 4, 8, 12, 16. If I got 16 points, I would be putting 4 in all of them. I balance it out for the most part. That's usually how I put points in for my characters. You give the strength, you give the vitality. Those are pretty consistent there. But then to some degree, you do need agility to make sure they don't miss your hits. And intuition is nice to have the crit or whatever. But yeah, I really do try to balance it for the most part when it comes to these points. But remember, you have to click. You're going to get the apply thing. You're going to have to click, put the points in, and then after you have to fully apply it, which would be a button on the bottom, guys, when you're doing this. So definitely be sure to do that. I could do a quick reset if it doesn't cost anything. Let's see. 102. Let me write that. Wait. 102. 101. Okay, I could do that. So, oh, that's going to cost. But you know what? We're doing a video, so I'm okay with it. Alright, so I'm going to say 124 here. So you could say, like, basically, I just kind of wanted to give you guys an idea. You see how it says apply here? And then it's basically, I'll do 101. There we go. We hit apply on that. It still hasn't fully done it. Oh, well, hold up. That was wrong, guys. What if I did that? Gotta do a little more. It's just the way it's doing it. It was 124. So there. Then this one was like... Okay, we gotta go a little more. I would say 30 more. Almost. So we got that. Then I think this one we did 102 maybe. We're almost there. I'm just going to put this at 200 because I know this was at 200. I definitely know that was at 200. Let's put the remainder on these and see what's up. So that was basically where I was at before. So that's kind of, so it didn't fully take effect, guys. You see the arrow still on the top left. You have to hit apply here. It was something ignorant. I kept doing apply on these, and then I thought I did it, and then I kept going through the stages. I don't want you guys to go through the same thing. So hit apply. Now it actually takes effect, and the arrow is no longer there. So definitely keep that in mind. It's not just apply on these, but the final apply that actually does the effect for it, guys. And then, you know, statistic kind of just shows you the things of what you've done for the most part. And this is the character on how I have it currently equipped. This, my character is almost level 10. We've been grinding, but I'm going to probably wait till tomorrow till we actually finish the grind. I can do the manual dungeon crawling, but I'm not going to do that right now. So that's the buildings for the most part. Over here on the top left, it's going to show you like your progress and stuff like that. You'll see the champion experience. I'm going to get into the auto running because that's super important, guys, and then so on and so forth. But this is basically just a record of like this is what you got out of the last time you dungeon crawled. So now here's the thing, guys. So there's these floors, and every time you get all the stars possible for the floors, you get permanent bonuses for outside the game that will help you with your army. So the important thing is, so floor 1 gave me, I'm pretty sure it's probably in the order of this, but I'm not 100% sure. So I think the first floor gave me melee offense during attack 10%, cavalry offense during attack 15%. Then the next floor that I completed, 15 out of 15, gave me the other two buffs. Range offense during an attack 15, killer offense during an attack 10%, which was awesome. And then, you know, the third one gave me another bonus, which was like this, you know, those two. So every time you complete the floor and collect all the stars possible, you get permanent bonuses that your army can use outside, which is the really cool aspect of this. You can get really lazy with it and not do this, but these benefits of 10%, 15, like this is a lot of benefits that you get from it. It doesn't go too far up. It goes up to like 10, but it is going to be a bit of a grind to do it. So it's some nice permanent bonuses to get. We're currently working on the 4th floor, and that's what is going to lead me into the next aspect of grinding here, guys. So there's a few ways that you can grind to kind of get the experience. You can go like a very free-to-play route, which the free-to-play route would be that you would keep grinding the level that you've done, the highest level you've done last. You can manually go through the dungeons and try to get the most EXP you can possible, or you can do an auto run. Now the only time you can do an auto run, guys, is if you have 3 stars completed on something. So you can do that, but remember, 10 runs is going to cost 1,000. That's really expensive. But if you do, you actually do get the rewards and you do get EXP for doing it. I'm pretty confident, though, that you do get more EXP from the manual grinding, but it is really time consuming. So depending on how much marks of resolves you have, you can kind of decide what you want to do. At the very least, what I would highly suggest, guys, is only do the highest level. Don't do what I did here, because I was doing experimentation just to see what was going on. And the EXP drop is really significant when you do the auto run, and I definitely do not like it at all. So it's one of those things where I was like, you know what? If I'm going to be doing auto run, at the very least, I'm going to do it at the highest level I can with 3 stars, and then that's it. Everything else I would probably be manually grinding at this point. I don't want to, I mean, I could go in here real quick so you guys can see what's going on, but essentially it's like, you know, if you're new to the game and you're kind of trying to get familiar, this is basically what the dungeon crawling looks like. It does prompt you, like, when you defeat the boss, if the only way you're going to get 3 stars is if you fully complete 20 out of 20 rooms. And so if you face the boss early, do not back out. Do not say, oh, okay, I'm done with the dungeon. You want to get as much as you can out of the 100 mark of resolve. So definitely, when you're doing the manual grind, which you'll get the most reward out of it, be sure to do the 20 out of 20 rooms. A cool feature that this game does have is that if you didn't want to finish it this iteration, because this can take a while, as you can see, like this is just one battle and you're going through 20 rooms or whatever. We got some EXP there. We got 100 just straight up just by fighting there, which is really amazing. You can literally exit out and it'll say don't save progress or save progress. You're obviously going to want to save the progress so you can go back into it, and it shows you that it has the X symbol saying like, oh hey, you know, so then you can kind of basically go back and continue doing the grind. So this is a really cool thing about this game, where it's like you know, it's a different aspect from the normal thing that you have with this, which is building the army, just a lot of resource collecting and that type of stuff. It has a little dungeon crawling aspect. I mainly let it do it on auto because it just can be painfully long if you start making decisions for it. But you get pretty good permanent rewards from doing this. So it's one of those aspects of the game that you definitely don't want to miss on, and try to get as much as you can. So like I said, if you're playing this like every day or whatever, at the very least try to get those runs in with the last level that you do have. If you can't do it as the manual runs because it's too time consuming or something like that, you know, check the store every 2 hours, see what's in there, and then just do an auto run for the highest level that you have. And if you level up, be sure to level up your character there, and then check the store right away to see what equipment you can equip, whether you hit level 3 to get the boots. I forget the orders of them, but I obviously check every bottom tab on the weapons every time I level up, even if I know like, okay, the next thing is 12. I'm just very OCD, but that's the pattern you're going to want to do, guys. You're going to want to check the store, get the free item, go into the dungeon, do a grind. If you level up, check the store, see what you can equip, see what materials you have if you don't. If you don't have the materials, go back into the dungeon, grind some more, come back out, and then so on and so forth. But that's basically the Helheim overview, guys. I didn't want to kill too much on the time on it. I'm sorry if it took 15 to 20 minutes, but I felt like it was worth explaining it, and basically, you know, let me know in the comments below what you guys like, what you guys would like to see next in regards to guides, if you guys are truly interested in it. It's a fun game. It's really nice for me to kill time and stuff. I'm going to be getting back into the other games as well. Obviously, we're gamers at heart, so if you haven't subscribed and it's your first time here, guys, hit that subscribe button. There's tons of games on this channel. And come join us on the stream in the future if you guys want to see us play some other stuff as well. Thank you guys so much, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace! See you guys! Thank you guys so much, and I'll catch you guys later. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Again, if this is your first time here and you're watching from YouTube, definitely be sure to hit that subscribe button. If you ever come to Twitch, definitely be sure to hit that follow button. Come join us on Discord. The link is below in the YouTube description. Also, last but not least, I want to say major shout outs to the sponsors. If you guys also wanted to financially support the stream, definitely be sure to check out that YouTube description below. There is a Patreon link. And if you can't support financially, don't worry, guys. There's other ways you can actually show support. That's getting the word out, sharing the content, letting friends and loved ones know about this this channel. Tell them to come and hang out. Come join us on Discord. You will not regret it. It's the best community / family ever. It says it right there on the freaking board. Yo, thank you guys so much for hanging out. I love you guys so much, and I will catch you guys next time. Let me know in the comments below what you would like to see next, what you think about the video, and so on. I'll catch you guys next time. See ya.